Welcome back into the Sports Source. This segment brought to you by Parkside Cabin Rentals. No one has more cabins, better variety of layouts, more location options than Parkside Cabin Rentals. They're all over the Smokies. Their cabins are the finest in all the mountains up there. That's why we asked them to kick in a 3-night stay in the Smokies for whoever wins our picks contest this year. And I'm meaning you. None of us are going to get the freebie. It'll be one of you. So you stick around. We'll show you how you can win a free 3-night stay in the Smokies from Parkside Cabin Rentals. But if you're wanting to get up there right now, fall colors are about to change. Holidays are coming up. Visit ParksideCabinRentals.com. Okay. I want to welcome in the next two VFLs. Sterling Henton right here, Daniel Hood right here. Thank you, gentlemen. Sir. The Joy Boys are here. And, of course, Willie Raincloud evening out the other side.
That's right.
But we've got Mike Stowell. This segment's called the Stoll Train, just because I know he hates that. We're going to call this the Stoll Train. And Mike Stowell, VFL, joins us each week. He'll be here next week. So will Kevin Simon, by the way. Kevin Simon going to be joining our crew. And I promise you at some point, Marlon Walls will be back with us when his work schedule clears up. But anyway, Mike Stoll was in Las Vegas. Video, I saw it this morning. We sent it in yesterday. It looked fine. I got it this morning and looked at it. It didn't look great. We'll see how it looks here. But anyway, you can hear Mike Stoll. He gave us his take on the game.
Hey, John, it's Mike. So I'm at the Red Rocks Casino in Las Vegas. I thought I'd take the week off because it's Austin Peay. Unfortunately, the football team decided to take the week off too. They didn't show up against Austin Peay, muddled around, let them stay in the game. Really kind of a disappointing performance because you should walk out, put your foot on their throat, take them out, don't give them any hope. They gave them hope. Also, you kind of sputter along and you don't play well. How does that transition against Florida? Not really excited about what we saw today. Excited what will happen next week. More excited to see what I can go do in here and maybe win some money, put some money on the Cavaliers line.
All right, there we go. Mike Stoll, your old teammate Sterling.
My man.
I started with you last week. I'm going to start with Daniel. He thought Tennessee took the week off, just didn't take Austin Peay seriously. So I'm going to ask you, do you think they overlooked Austin Peay and were looking ahead to Florida?
I think you have to say that with the way the game turned out. As a player, and I was trying to go back to as I played, and I was like, was there ever any weeks I was just like, you know what, I'm not going to study anything, not going to do anything in some of those weeks. And you have some where you don't watch as much film, you don't do as much, you try to recover more. But there's also some days that you just can't play right. Like there's some practices I'll have a great practice. Then there's another one by period 5 I changed my shoes twice because I sweated through 2 pairs of shoes. And it's just like no matter what you do, you can't get over it. And it's like when you watched Tennessee yesterday, that's what it felt like, is that their guys just didn't have it in them to overcome some mental hurdle, some physical hurdle. Maybe they're overtrained, maybe something else. But for whatever reason, they didn't play like themselves yesterday.
Yeah. Do you think they overlooked Austin Peay? Were looking ahead to Florida?
I don't know. I hate saying that because my thing is a game is a game. You take it to everybody the same way.
All right.
Mr. Energy.
You want to tell me you never overlooked an opponent when you were at Tennessee? You were never on a team that got caught napping a little bit looking toward the next big game?
No. I never played that way, John P. I never had.
And none of your teammates ever played that way?
I can't speak for them. I'm going to speak for me. And
they're not here, and I'm paying you. So.
Well, yeah, they did, John P. But, my thing is, you play to win the game, and like Mike Stoll said, you get out there. If you're supposed to impose your will early, you do it immediately because you're playing for the people that's making you better during the week, every day. They hardly ever get a chance to dress. And that's what, my attitude was the games I thought we would, if it was upside down thing in talent or we were outclassing a team.
I just find it hard to believe. I'm trying to think about some of the you guys opened with Colorado State one year, and it was an ugly game.
It was an ugly game. And we after the game, what did we say? Colorado State was a good game, was a good team. The end of the year that year, 8-3.
I can't get into it. I should have gone. I should have prepared. He's not going to admit to ever overlooking a team. I got to go through the history book.
And we couldn't afford to overlook them, John P. We just came off the season that was like, whoa.
Okay.
Wow. Yeah.
You ever been on a team that overlooked a foe?
Absolutely.
And reality strikes.
Well, I think you can't be emotional for every game like you want to be either. Like, even if I wanted to be and I'm trying to talk myself
He
up
can.
for it. Yeah, well, but I've seen him.
Mr.
He's got,
Exception.
he's got more energy than I did when I was 7. So, I mean, let's just face that. But I think overall, I mean, like, you cannot get emotionally up for every single game this season. You know, Florida, you're going to get up without doing anything. You'll be ready. You'll be hyped up. Austin Peay, you kind of come in there and go, what do I do? Like I always talk about, that's why I have a routine. So I don't have to be hyped to know I'm going to go out there and do my best. But still, when you got one team that's got all the emotion in the world and your team's kind of flat, you're going to have some struggles there. What I thought is that your athletes would out-athlete them after a while. Yeah. That didn't happen. And like I said, I think that is the concern here is even with that, you weren't able to out-athlete them.
Is there any chance this team was, or at least some of these guys, were believing their own hype a little bit?
I think you have to. You got to have that confidence in yourself. And I think as a man, that's what you should be doing. I mean, look at Colorado right now. They believe their own hype. And look at them going out there against the Nebraska team they're favored by 1.5 on and win by 20. But you have to have that confidence in yourself, and you should still have it today, even after you played yesterday.
Absolutely.
All right, that's an interesting take on that. Any other thoughts?
Unapologetically confident in your abilities.
Apologetic confident in your abilities.
Unapologetically.
But yeah, but you got to show up and start putting it out there and in some of these positions, some of these places. And like I said, I think one thing you said early on, everybody thinks this offense can just roll out and never gets in a situation where that. I think a lot of the team probably thought, hey, we're slow started, but yeah, we'll get there. But there was nobody driving the let's get there, making the plays. And so I think it was just an overconfidence maybe in their own offense was going to eventually catch on and take care of it, and it just didn't. Nobody stepped up and made the plays.
Okay, I want you guys to hang out here. We're going to bring back in a second. We're going to talk about, he won't like this. What's the bigger worry? Is it quarterback or the receivers right now? And you got to make one choice there, birthday boy. Guy's had 25, 30 birthdays since I've known him, and he still looks the exact same. But when we come back, we'll talk about the biggest worry for this team, quarterback or receivers at this point, punting or kicking off. That's a concern, too. Come on back on the Sports Source.